Oh, hey, this is Ash with the Inspectors Paranormal Investigations team. And today, I'm driving about an hour and a half south with Piedmont Paranormal to do the Montgomery House tonight. I'm so excited. I'm gonna sit there and record them. They got a new team member that they're going to initiate tonight or train tonight. I'm not 100% sure. I can't wait to get there. Let's go. Wow, first impressions. A beautiful old school house. Welcome to the Montgomery House. 1800 house. Owned by Mr. and Mrs. Montgomery. Mr. Montgomery was a doctor. That's Mrs. Montgomery's parlor. She's still said to be in there. Above it's her bedroom. The property itself said to be also haunted.
Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, Becky. You're leading.
So if you look towards the back of the house, there used to be a back porch off the back of the house there. That's what those footings are for.
Okay.
The actual kitchen would have been back there. Because they didn't cook inside the house back then because they didn't want the house to burn down. If the kitchen burned down, they could just rebuild the kitchen.
Huh.
The food would have come in through this back door, and this would have been like a prep area for dinner. Or like a dining area for that family.
Okay.
Well, this
This is,
Probably one of the older houses I've ever been in.
yeah?
Yeah. Other than Old Salem and stuff like that.
Everything's original except the electric and the drywall.
Okay.
So this house, this area, this room is where they would have, we don't know what their room was originally, but this is where the court was. The courtroom was held when they used it as a courthouse. It wasn't a dining room. All the furniture, oh good Lord.
Well, why do it in the dark?
It's her first investigation and trying to set the mood.
Well, she's gonna get plenty of mood.
Oh, the Christmas tree.
Right there where you're standing is where they caught the picture of the,
Oh yeah, the soldier.
The soldier.
Right where Ash is at.
let me see if I can find it.
So this photo here is by Piedmont Paranormal back in 2023, and during the day actually, and you can see the soldier here. It looks like to be standing in that same spot I just was. Also, pay very close attention to the corner of the dining room table right there by that last chair. In the video, I'm showing the cabinet. Pay close attention to the corner of the dining room table right there closest to me. There's something coming up that's gonna be crazy. So look at that. So I was just there. There's nothing there. But if you look, you can see the two eyes and a piece of scarf. Now she is behind the chair that's in the foreground, just barely, and she's in front of the chair in the background. I say a she, looks like a woman wearing a veil or something, but that wasn't there when I was recording that. This was taken much later in the night. But it's crazy looking. And look at that thing. Let me enhance it so you can see it better. I mean, look at that. You can see it's like a big head on it, a big hairy head on it. It's just peeking over the table. There's nothing there. There's something there now in that photograph. So weird.
Somebody in here? Oh Jesus, Mike. I didn't know you came in. That's cool. So yeah, this is where they would have held the courtroom. It gives you an idea how much money Dr. and Mrs. Montgomery had because he had just become a doctor when they built the house. Watch really close. Every room's got a fireplace, and the
bedrooms
rooms
have a
upstairs
closet.
have closets, which were unheard of in the 1830s.
Right.
Just the size of this house alone and the features in the house tells you how much money
Right.
Mary's daddy had. So, y'all want to follow me?
All right. Interesting.
Sometimes Joseph.
So in this area, I just said, all right, let's go upstairs. Later that night, after we did the tour, went outside, come back inside, PPIT caught this voice. Now listen to it. Now there's talking in the background here, but this is up close.
His father is around. You think his name's Jeremiah. We've never confirmed that. But sometimes you'll get a male servant spirit in here that would have been the house servant, and Joseph was his son.
Gotcha.
So I'm assuming this might have been Mr. Montgomery's bedroom. Mrs. Montgomery's bedroom's here. This is the room where James is.
Yep, there's a picture.
So you guys didn't hear the story behind James. So
James is the boy, correct?
no, James Patterson Johnson.
Is there a reason my heart rate's good enough right now?
So our teammates that do the show with us, they were doing a Staticom session about 2 weeks before they came down here to do the investigation with us.
Sure, definitely.
And they kept getting a James Patterson. They kept, what the hell's James Patterson? All the time they were getting it. And they kept asking, and so when they got down here, they asked us, do you guys know, does Montgomery House have a James Patterson involved with it? And we're like, no. Not that we've ever heard of. We brought him up here to do the walkthrough, and then we all went to dinner. During the walkthrough, I'm over there, and I hear Audra go, oh my God. We have never seen that before.
Ah.
As many times as we've been here, we've never seen it.
James Patterson.
So James Patterson was a World War II vet. They flew him to Germany, or they flew him over to England, and he was training to be a pilot, a fighter pilot. Just as he finished and completed his training, the war ended. They sent him home. He was a staple of Montgomery County. He was the first pilot in Montgomery County. We did more research on him. And he was in the Air Force. He bought this old naval supply plane. And he would give people rides in the county, their first airplane ride ever. And he would fly back and forth to Charlotte or back and forth to Raleigh to get supplies for the county and bring them back. When he was on his way back, he crashed somewhere between here and New London, and it killed him.
Oh.
The entire county attended his funeral. They all mourned his loss. So we're like, I don't know. He's here. We're like, we don't know what the significance is. But this is a memorial to veterans. So this room has always had a male presence in it, to the point where it creeped Heather out. We now know who the male presence is. It's Jim.
What's his attachment to this place? Just happens to
I
be
think
like the
it's
centerpiece of the county?
Yeah, I think it's the memorial. It's connected to the history of the county. The Historical Society owns it. They do a lot of, I mean, if you look, there's tons of veterans on the wall.
Yeah.
I also, this is just my theory and kind of something I was picking up. He never got to fight.
Hmm.
He never got to fly in the war. I mean, literally the minute he finished training, the war ended, they sent him home. He went fly.
This is my
in the
favorite
war.
piece of documented phenomenon that I caught that night. They're talking about the veteran here, Mr. Patterson, I believe is his name, and this little flame. It has its own light, and right before a streak goes up, so that's not a bug. Doesn't look like a bug. Doesn't look like a piece of dust. That's the only time this whole night that I caught something like that with that same camera. So it's just awesome to watch in slow motion.
He went from London back to New York, back to Montgomery County. But the significance, yeah, I'm getting woozy. The
My
significance,
heart rate's like this one.
Yeah. The significance he had in the county and the impact he made to the people here was enough. But in my opinion, you might not have got to fight, you're still a veteran.
Exactly.
I think he just wants people to know that he was there.
Right.
But he is here.
So as we finish up talking about Patterson in that room. I'm walking out with the group. I hear something in my ear. It doesn't get picked up by the camera very well, but I heard it. So you'll see me react to it and turn around. And then I continue with the tour.
This room, we don't know whose bedroom, what bedroom. I assume it might be a boy's bedroom.
Now this right here is another example of the backwoods. I think the woods are more haunted than the actual house itself. I had a lot of experiences out here. A lot of it was off camera, but here's one experience. Over there in the corner, you'll see Audra walking with Entity Voices. She's walking along the wood line.
Pick up.
Jennifer is on the computer with headphones on.
Audra, it just said your name.
Excuse me?
Yeah, it said Audra.
There's something
And it just said Audra's name. Audra is not a normal name.
Male voice.
straight ahead.
Where?
Straight that way. I don't know who you are, but I see you.
Do you get?
Evil laugh.
You don't. Just like straight out. Yeah, this way.
We'll walk out there. See if I can get a reaction.
Oh, do you have boots on out? I need you to
Yeah.
get
Oh yeah.
literally like straight this way. I don't know.
There.
Like where the right through here.
All right.
Behind this tree.
Closer.
Nope, I have to run for that.
Just me, baby. Just me. Poor Adam. Hey man, I'm curious about the afterlife spirits. Where do you want me to go? Where I was at? Oh, okay. What's significant about this spot? Okay.
Where, and that's, when I was looking, that's where whoever said my name was.
I unfortunately don't have abilities, so you got to show me, you got to talk to me. Huh, why? It's just woods. Is somebody buried out here? Is there a secret? What'd it say?
Buried.
Are you shitting me? I just asked that.
I know.
So somebody's buried out here.
Well, remember, they're supposed to be where all the servants are, somewhere behind the house.
And you're not marked? Is there some way you can help you mark it? I would love to help you mark it. Now this picture is very interesting here. Remember that soldier that we saw in the dining room right there by that cabinet, right near that little figure was peeking up and looking over? Well, Scott was outside. He took a picture with his full spectrum camera out there in the field where we were hearing stuff and got this picture of that figure right there. See the legs? See the body? You can see him standing right there where I was at earlier. Right there where Audra was earlier. He's standing right on the edge where the REM pod was earlier, and the REM pod was making noise. There he is. Montgomery House is haunted. The property is haunted. Nothing. I don't even feel nothing. It's like she's not in here.
She actually came downstairs. The last time we were here, she remained downstairs past her usual bedtime, according to Chris. That's when we were also picking up what we refer to as the little Italian.
Oh, down by that cabinet downstairs.
And based on EVP, that she implied that she was afraid.
Now, this is the last piece of evidence I caught on my camera. I'm standing on Michaela and Mike in Miss Montgomery's bedroom upstairs. And I've been catching lights all around Michaela all night. Some of it could be explained by bugs. I didn't see many bugs flying around Mike, though. But Michaela had a bunch of orbs around her and a bunch of activity as far as light anomalies. Most of them I didn't show because it could be bugs. It could be bugs, it could be dust. To note, there's no breeze in there. It was not a breezy night. As you can see on the outdoor video, the wind's not blowing. It's a cold, still night. This one, however, comes in like a bug, and then it morphs into like a pencil shape, goes to her chin, and then curves up her jawline out of frame. Let's watch this again. Zoop.
I don't know what the deal was with that.
I hope he isn't bothering her.
I hope not.
If you would like to investigate the Montgomery House with Entity Voices, Piedmont Paranormal, or their inspectors, please give us a call. Go to our websites, inspectorsparanormal.com, piedmontparanormal.com, entityvoices.com. Especially if you want to do it via internet, you can go to piedmontparanormal.com. You can go to Investigate With Us tab, and it says all proceeds will go to Montgomery County Society for the upkeep of the Montgomery House. $37.50 per person to go investigate the Montgomery House down in Mount Gilead. It'll be from sundown to 1 a.m. It's a great place to start off. Nothing evil there, nothing malevolent, just spooky stuff. So please check out inspectorsparanormal.com, piedmontparanormal.com, entityvoices.com. If you want to check out the Montgomery House, also like and subscribe. Check out the website. If you have a haunted place that you want me to check out, I can come check it out for you. We can have some coffee. We can talk about it. You can help me with the investigation. And if it's big dog stuff or big stuff that takes a team, we'll call the team in and we'll take care of it. Anyway, this is Ash with Inspectors Paranormal. Thank you for watching.